What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today we're going to talk to you about the top 5 most heavily shorted stocks in the market as of right now. So I'm going to go over all the things that you need to know, but first, make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, when it comes down to this upcoming week, you do have a lot of key data points, one of which is a lot of kind of stuff linked to consumers. So ADP non-farm employment, so that is coming out Wednesday. As well, on Wednesday you do have the interest rate decision, and so right now there isn't anticipated any cut for the January meeting, but as what has happened in the past, what is said afterwards, that is definitely going to dictate what happens to the September meeting. So right now there is a 93.8% likelihood of nothing happening for the July 31st meeting. 6.2% likelihood of a 25 basis point cut. But in my opinion, I think it is fair to assume that it's going to be on the September 18th one. This is where you do have an 88.2% likelihood of a 25 basis point cut. What does that all mean? Interest rate cuts is going to equate to market expansion. Consumers are going to have stronger buying power, and plus a lot of the data that's going to be coming out this week is linked to consumers. So all in all, that should be fairly good for the market. And typically, what happens with a lot of shorts, I think there was a lot of big names that did happen and closed out some of the positions on the day GDP did come out, because I think GDP was surprisingly a lot better than anticipated. So in turn, a lot of big shorts or hedge funds were kind of mitigating risk. So this is why you saw shorts across the board returning some shares. So long story short, this week could be very interesting for a lot of stocks that I'm going to talk on. So starting off with stock number 5, very popular retail stock. That is Bowlero Corp, ticker is BOWL. So on Friday, it did go up 3.41%. Over the last 1 year, up 11.46%. And in 2024, it is down 10.03%. Here are some key data points as well, in case you are curious, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people know what this company does at this stage. So here's the company profile. Right now, 65.37% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 13.42 million shares. Shorts did increase of around 30,000 shares on Friday, utilization 92.01, and the short score is 86.87. Higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening when it comes to short score. And just looking at shorts, you do see that there was a pretty nice jump up from July 31st to the 25th. So it went from around 60 to now 65% short interest. So definitely one of those ones that you need to add to your watch list. Moving on to stock number 4, RILY Financial did go up a very impressive 10.63% on Friday. So again, this is a very popular retail driven stock. Over the last 1 year, it is down 68.68%, and in 2024 down 11.77%. This is what they do. So the company profile, so you can always pause it and read through it. Right now, though, 74.73% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 11.82 million shares. Shorts increased around 46,000 shares on Friday, utilization 98.49, short score is 91.01, and similar to the last company, you did see a nice, well, I wouldn't say nice, but a jump up in shorts, kind of getting back in. So I did have a low of roughly around 49, so now it is at 74.3. All-time high seems to be around 78, 79, so definitely something to keep in mind. Moving on to stock number 3, conveniently another very popular heavily retail stock, and that is ticker ABIO, Arca Biopharma. So on Friday it did go up 2.28%. In the last 1 year, it is up 53.92, and in 2024, it is up 84.71. I do say this comment every time I cover this video. This isn't your typical retail or like shorted stock, because normally you don't see stocks this high and this level of shorts in them, so something to keep in mind. But this is the company profile, so biotech for employees based out of Westminster. Right now, 87.9% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 4.3 million shares. Shorts returned about 61,000 shares, utilization 98.91, and short score is near 100, so 99.86%. Shorts did return a little bit over the last little bit, so it was at 98% short interest. So that's kind of what gave it a nice bump up in the stock price recently. So moving on though, ticker number or stock number 2, and that is GRI. And I've never really heard of this company before. It did go down 0.79% on Friday. Over the last 1 year, down 99.63%, and in 2024 down 96.4%. So this is typically what a very heavily shorted stock does look like. Market cap is 365,000, so take that into consideration. This is the company profile and everything else that you need to know. When it comes to it, if you are looking for a lot of good compiled information, take a look at Seeking Alpha Premium for a 7-day free trial. So if you are ever curious on why a stock went down, some of the recent press releases, if a company's ever done a reverse stock split or forward split, then take a look at Seeking Alpha Premium. Link in the description below and also the comments for that 7-day free trial. And in this company's case, they've done 2 reverse stock splits so far in 2024, January the 30th and then June the 18th. So not necessarily the best, but we're not here because of the day-to-day operations. We are here because it is being shorted to Kingdom Come. 88.59% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 194.96 thousand shares. On a side note, this is kind of the criteria of what so far in 2024 the market likes to squeeze. Very heavily shorted and low float companies. So yeah, this could be kind of fits the MO a little bit. So do your own due diligence. But utilization is 83.47, short score 82.29. Shorts did return about 86,000 shares, and shorts have really doubled the hell down when it comes to the last little bit. So it went from around 0% short interest to where it is now. Actually, at the peak, it was at 98.81. So definitely something to keep in mind. And stock number 1, Smart for Life. So it did go up 17.44% on Friday. Over the last 1 year, down 94.23. 2024, it is down 80.17. This is what they do. Company profile, so 145 employees. When it comes down to companies doing a reverse stock split, anything within roughly a 2-week time span, it really does skew Ortex's numbers. So I like to remove the company. Plus, at the same time, you have to look at recent SEC filings just to see if they have done anything that would kind of dictate a share count change, meaning they've been diluting, because that, again, would really affect the metrics. But you can kind of see this company has done absolutely neither of those. Hasn't done a recent reverse stock split, nor any dilution that we kind of know of. But still, moving on, 213.27% of the free float. So once again, do your guys' own due diligence. But yeah, this is kind of unique. So once again, this is exactly what the market likes to squeeze because it does have a low float. 174.01 thousand shares is available, or sorry, currently being shorted. So interesting stuff for that. So shorts did increase around 7,000 shares. So obviously a drop in the bucket considering everything, but utilization 79.56, short score is 80.81. Shorts really doubled the hell down over this last little bit, as you can kind of see. And even looking at the shares on loan right now, 292,000 shares is on loan. Just quickly popping over here, you see the free float only being 81,000. So clearly this is a massive indication that there is naked shorting happening. So let me know your thoughts on these top 5. Is there any other stocks that is floating your boat that you feel is a squeeze play this week? If so, throw them in the description below. Can definitely look at that and maybe do a dedicated video all about that. But I think, like I said, a lot of these are primarily very popular with retail, so I think a lot of these might be on your watch list already. But needless to say, let me know your thoughts. Hopefully everyone's having a good weekend thus far. Take advantage of this promo. It is only up until July 31st. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.